It's really tricky to move a family in the first place. You're uprooting doctors, schools, employers many times, and not having a central location for that information makes that transition even trickier. What we are doing is we're partnering with those rural communities to make sure that not only they are prepared for new residents to move in, but we want to say, hey, you may have gotten this job in a rural community, but your spouse is going to be able to find work too. We have it all in one spot. And before you even move, you can look at our website and you can see what that school district looks like. What are the medical services that are in that area? What does the housing look like? So you can make an informed decision and then feel confident moving into that rural community that they're going to be able to support your family in that move. We landed on the name PorchLight because so many people leave rural communities and they want to come back. And they're either the children that left or they're people that are wanting to come back. And I think that there is a renaissance in rural communities right now. I think the workforce has totally changed. And we landed on PorchLight because we're leaving the light on for all of those people to come back home. In addition to working with our rural communities, we're also working with employers that want to work with people that are living in rural communities. So there are so many jobs right now that are switching from being a required in-person employment opportunity, and that really opens up employment opportunities for rural residents and people that are choosing to live not in an urban environment. And so we're working with those employers that are saying, hey, we have a presence in this state and we have some jobs that can be hybrid or remote, and we want to help the communities outside of our central community, like the urban community, and we want to employ other people in the state. What we are fearful of is that a rural community is going to potentially stay on the path that they are. So many times, a rural community will say, well, everything's great, we don't want to change. And what happens is that if they don't start adding some of these little tweaks, and we're not saying adding thousands of people to the communities, but what would happen if 10% of your high school graduating class chose to stay at home or they came back? I mean, that's going to allow a school district to stay open. It's going to allow the post office to stay there. It will, a lot of times the hospital is one of the largest employers. It's going to allow that to stay open if our residents are there. And new people moving in, they're going to be able to add a new flavor into the community without changing it that much. My name is Jessica Myers with PorchLight, and we believe that you should be able to work big and live small.